I love the job, and I think that I can do it quite well. And it's not enough for 5 years in European Parliament. For frankly speaking, only in the end of the term, I could really understand how it works. If you're a newcomer, you just don't understand how it works, how to lobby things, how to reach agreements, and so on and so forth. So I believe that only during the second term, you are really efficient, as you have to be. There are some things which are not in the competence of European Parliament or even of European Union, but we want them to be under the competence of European Union, like social policies. Like, in November 2017, it was adopted so-called social pillar. And this is the first attempt to get rid of this huge social division in the European Union. And now it's the matter of implementation in national governments, in member states. And this extremely important thing. This social division leads to kind of turbulence in the European Union. All kind of populist, far-right politicians and so on and so forth. They are kind of growing out of this. So this is challenge number one, my favorite topic. Number two is, of course, freedom of expression in the internet, all kind of censorship, and we adopted like 2 weeks ago, I think, copyright directive. But you always can do things even worse. And we have to stand for freedom in the internet. I believe that Europe needs further integration, and especially in these social issues. We are trying to exchange best practices in all kinds of tackling undeclared work, decent living conditions, decent jobs, and so on and so forth. But we also have this principle of subsidiarity, as you know, which means that social politics are decided by member states themselves. But if we really want to get rid of the social division, we have to do it on European level, definitely. So in these areas, we need more, more integration, yes. I think we even don't need answer to that question. States always pretend that they can regulate immigration, but in fact it's absolutely vice versa. Immigration is regulating states. And we will have immigration, and this is a problem, or this is a challenge, and we just have to use it in a smart way, so to say. And I cannot agree that Brexit was caused by immigration. No, it was caused by the fact that politicians are not doing good in doing their jobs, and they're not good in explaining how do they make decisions. That is a problem. European Union as such is so to say, at a certain point it became something for rich and young. If you don't care about freedom of movement if you don't have money to buy the ticket to go somewhere. That's the problem. The first thing is transparency in Council of European Union. This is a problem. We don't know what's going on there. We don't know how member states are voting there, which gives them the opportunity to come home and just to lie. All bad things are coming from Brussels, and all good things are done by national governments. They never say that, okay, we built this road by Europe with European money. They say, we did it. But if something is bad, this is from Brussels. But at the same time, the same person who is saying that, maybe he voted in favor, but we never know. So transparency is number one, of course. Just to close this gap, this opportunity to lie to your voters. And the second thing is that we're extremely boring, I mean, we are really bad in communication. I'm a former journalist myself, and I know that, if you look some video clips from right-wing populists, they are much more attractive and they're much more clear than the messages that we're sending from European Union. We don't know how will look the European Parliament. We have no idea. Definitely we will have more all kind of extremists and populists there. Of course, we hope that they're not, and we know from previous experience that they're not very good in cooperation. For this cooperation between them is something opposite to their own goal. So I think that they will not influence the process that much, but it will definitely will be more complicated.